For generations, the vast star-dusted expanse of space was a realm reserved for a select few highly trained astronauts chosen by national space agencies. We watched them on our television screens, marveling at their courage and the incredible views they shared from beyond our world. The idea of an ordinary person making that same journey felt like something out of a science fiction movie, a distant dream for a far-off future. But that future has arrived sooner than many of us ever imagined. Today the cosmos is opening its doors, and the once exclusive club of space travelers is expanding to include citizen astronauts from all walks of life, turning what was once pure fantasy into a breathtaking reality. This incredible transformation is what we call space tourism. It's the simple yet profound idea that private individuals can purchase a ticket to travel to space for recreation, adventure, or personal fulfillment. This isn't just a concept anymore, it's a burgeoning industry. Thanks to decades of technological advancements and the bold vision of a new generation of entrepreneurs, the barriers to space are slowly coming down. Rockets are becoming more reusable, launch systems more efficient, and the entire process more streamlined, making it possible for private companies to offer these extraordinary experiences to the public, marking a new chapter in human exploration. The journey from a government-led endeavor to a commercial enterprise has been a long and challenging one, built on the shoulders of giants. The early days of space exploration, from the Apollo missions to the Space Shuttle program, laid the essential groundwork, proving that humans could survive and thrive in the harsh environment beyond our atmosphere. These pioneering efforts inspired a new wave of innovators who believed that space should be accessible to more than just government astronauts. They saw the potential for a new market and dedicated their resources and intellect to developing the technology that would make private spaceflight not just possible, but safe and reliable for paying customers. What truly makes this moment so special is the convergence of passion, innovation, and capital. Visionary leaders have invested billions of dollars to build the necessary infrastructure from the ground up, creating rockets and spacecraft designed specifically for tourists. This shift has ignited a new space race, but this time it is driven by commercial competition rather than national rivalry. The result is a vibrant and dynamic industry poised for incredible growth, promising to make the dream of space travel an attainable goal for an ever-increasing number of people around the globe, forever changing our relationship with the cosmos. Leading this new era of cosmic exploration are a handful of pioneering companies, each with its own unique approach to making space travel a reality for civilians. Perhaps the most well-known are Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, and Virgin Galactic, established by Richard Branson. These two companies have become synonymous with the rise of suborbital space tourism, focusing on sending passengers on incredible, albeit brief journeys, to the very edge of space. They are the trailblazers creating the pathway, developing the vehicles and the experiences that are defining the initial wave of this exciting new industry, capturing the world's imagination with every successful launch. These companies, however, offer distinctly different types of flights. While both Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic specialize in what are known as suborbital flights, another major player, Elon Musk's SpaceX, has set its sights even higher. SpaceX is focused on orbital missions, which are far more complex, longer in duration, and require significantly more powerful rockets. While Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic offer a taste of space, SpaceX provides a full immersion, taking private citizens on multi-day journeys that circle the entire globe. This distinction between suborbital and orbital flight is crucial to understanding the different experiences available to today's space tourists. A suborbital flight is designed to take passengers just past the recognized boundary of space, typically between 50 and 60 miles above the Earth's surface. The entire experience, from takeoff to landing, can be remarkably short, sometimes lasting as little as 11 minutes. Passengers aboard a Blue Origin New Shepard capsule or a Virgin Galactic spaceplane get to unbuckle their seatbelts for a few precious minutes of weightlessness, floating freely inside the cabin while gazing at the curvature of the Earth below. It's a powerful, life-altering glimpse into the vastness of space before returning safely back to the ground. Orbital flight, on the other hand, is a much more ambitious undertaking. Instead of just touching the edge of space, An orbital mission involves achieving enough velocity to enter a stable orbit around our planet, just like the International Space Station does. These missions, such as the historic Inspiration 4 flight chartered by billionaire Jared Isaacman aboard a SpaceX Dragon capsule, can last for several days. Passengers live and work in space, circling the Earth once every 90 minutes. This provides a much deeper and more prolonged experience of space travel, offering unparalleled views and a true sense of what it's like to live off-world. The passenger experience on these flights is something that truly changes a person forever. Imagine the feeling of the powerful rockets igniting beneath you, pushing you back into your seat with incredible force as you accelerate toward the heavens. For those few minutes, you are on the ride of a lifetime. Then, as the engines cut off, an incredible silence descends, and you are suddenly weightless. This is the moment that space tourists dream of, the freedom of floating effortlessly, looking out the window at a spectacle that very few humans have ever witnessed firsthand. It is a moment of pure awe and wonder. A powerful example of this profound experience comes from the journey of actor William Shatner, who famously portrayed Captain Kirk in Star Trek. At the age of 90, he flew aboard a Blue Origin rocket and was moved to tears upon his return. He described seeing the thin, fragile blue line of our atmosphere against the stark black emptiness of space. It wasn't the heroic adventure he had portrayed on screen. It was a deeply emotional and humbling encounter with the fragility of our planet. His heartfelt reaction showed the world that space travel is not just a thrill ride. It is a deeply moving, spiritual experience that can change your perspective on everything. Another inspiring traveler, mountaineer Vanessa O'Brien, shared a similar sentiment after her flight with Blue Origin in 2022. Having stood on the highest peaks of every continent, she was no stranger to breathtaking views. Yet, seeing our blue marble from above, as she described it, gave her an entirely new appreciation for our world. She spoke of how the view of Earth without any borders or divisions instilled a powerful sense of unity and shared responsibility. It transformed her understanding of global connection, reinforcing the idea that we are all in this together on this one precious planet, a perspective that is hard to grasp fully from the ground. Of course, this once-in-a-lifetime experience comes with a significant price tag. A seat on a suborbital flight with Blue Origin or Virgin Galactic is reported to cost around $500,000. For an orbital mission with SpaceX, the cost can be astronomical, with a full charter running into the hundreds of millions of dollars. However, as with any new technology, experts believe these prices will not stay this high forever. As the frequency of launches increases and the technology becomes more mature and reusable, the costs are expected to decrease, making space travel more accessible to a wider audience in the decades to come. Perhaps the most profound and lasting impact of space tourism is a psychological phenomenon known as the overview effect. This is a term used to describe the cognitive shift in awareness reported by many astronauts and space travelers during spaceflight. When you see the Earth from a distance, suspended in the blackness of space, something inside you changes. You see it not as a collection of separate countries or conflicting ideologies, but as a single, unified and incredibly beautiful living system. It is a tiny, fragile oasis of life in the vast, silent emptiness of the cosmos, and you are a part of it. This powerful shift in perspective often brings with it an overwhelming sense of connection to humanity and a deep-seated desire to protect our home planet. From space, the political borders that divide us on maps are completely invisible. The conflicts and disagreements that seem so important on the ground fade into insignificance when viewed against the backdrop of the entire planet. Travelers return with a renewed sense of purpose and a feeling of responsibility for the future of Earth. They become ambassadors for our world, sharing their experience and encouraging others to see the bigger picture and work together for the common good. This feeling of global unity is not just a fleeting emotion, it has the potential to create real, positive change here on Earth. As more and more people from diverse backgrounds get the opportunity to experience the overview effect, it could foster a new era of global cooperation and environmental stewardship. Imagine world leaders, artists, scientists and everyday citizens all sharing this transformative experience. It could help bridge divides, inspire solutions to our planet's most pressing problems like climate change and resource scarcity, and encourage us to think as a single, interdependent species sharing one precious home. Ultimately, space tourism is about more than just adventure and breathtaking views. It is about expanding our horizons, both literally and figuratively. It is about gaining a new perspective on ourselves, our world, and our place in the universe. While the journey to making space accessible for all is still in its early stages, the promise it holds is immense. By venturing into the final frontier, we may find that the most valuable discovery we make is a deeper appreciation and a stronger commitment to the beautiful, fragile world we leave behind, inspiring us all to take better care of it for generations to come.